Welcome to the news. It's Friday, weekend is here already. Well, we are on the road. We are in Cheltenham and we are at SLG. They are our games room, well not games room, office breakout of the year winners. We're keeping it quiet because they don't know yet, but we'll be announcing it literally within a couple of days. So that's why we're here. We'll take a little tour around in a minute. A couple of quick things for you though is, first of all, our opening hours. So next weekend is Easter. So Good Friday and Saturday we're open from 10 until 4. Easter Sunday we're closed, and Monday again is 10 till 4. So if you're planning on giving us a visit, then stick to those times. Obviously the phone lines and live chat will also be open at those times as well. Our mug winner from last week was Zara Glanville. I think I got that right, Jono? Got that right. So well done to Zara. Congratulations. Thank you very much for that. So Zara liked our news and tagged a friend, and therefore in our prize draw, managed by Jono, she was our winner. So if you'd like to win a mug, then just like the post, tag a friend, and we'll pick our winner at random on next Friday's news. So without further ado, let's take you on a tour of the rather wonderful SLG offices.
We never, for a single moment, compromised. It was probably the most uncompromising project I've ever been involved in. We stuck doggedly to the detail and to the big ideas. This premises, we called the project Project Paradise, actually, was the project name for creating the space. And in the end, that became almost a sort of design template for us. We wanted to create this kind of paradise type experience, lots of plants, lots of wonderful kind of furniture and unexpected moments, so that people really feel that they actually, maybe they're not at work. Actually, we're trying to blur those lines. Is it work? Is it leisure? It's kind of both, really.
So where is this all your idea? Was this your vision, or was it?
Well, I think it's a combination of people, really, but I think when I first saw the premises a year ago, which was an empty concrete brutalist sort of shell, really, I could see almost immediately what it should be like, and I felt the opportunity to mix up industrialism with kind of mid-century modernism, together with kind of like a sort of cool Californian vibe and all these kind of palm trees that we've got everywhere. All those kind of ideas came together really, really quickly, actually. And that evening, after the day I'd been, the day I visited, created a mood board, and that mood board stood the test of time.
You must have been buzzing when you were doing that.
Oh,
Did you love it?
I was absolutely buzzing.
So in terms of the individual sort of spaces that you've got then, so just talk me through what you've got from your sort of, you've got your sort of main sort of lunch, what you'd call a canteen, but what have you called that space and how does it work?
Well, it's the bar, the diner and the pavilion we call the social area, but basically the office is kind of a simple concept in reality, which is that we wanted a social end of the office and then a work end to the office, and to really provoke and encourage people to socialise at lunchtime in particular. So we have certain rules and regulations about eating at your desk, which we prefer people not to do, and that pushes everybody into that social space where you have a bar where people make their own their foods. There's microwaves and all the things that are necessary. There's a diner in a sort of American diner style, with a giant mural which we had hand painted, and then what we call the pavilion, which is a sort of lounge area essentially, and that's all connected, and there's a Sonos sound system which is playing music, and people can contribute their own playlists, and they have an involvement in that, and so we have the social hub, and then we had the main work areas, but in between those and dotted around are lots of sort of breakout areas, areas that quite often surprise people in how they're executed. So it's not just a meeting room. So we have what we call the chili bean room, which is a room where shoes aren't allowed. It's just bean bags. There's no desks in there. It's lower lighting. There's a sound system in there, so you can just Bluetooth and have a different type of meeting experience. There's a boardroom. Of course, there would be a boardroom, but in our boardroom, the ceiling has a graffiti fresco.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Which is which is just to alter conventional thinking about how a space should be. We have a meeting room that is a really profound visual intervention in the office against the brutalist concrete. We have a neon orange box.
Yeah.
And it's almost kind of quite Austin Powers actually in a way,
Yeah.
a very 60s sort of thing, but beautiful production values. So when people open the heavy weighted door, you feel a sense of quality,
Yeah.
and you sit in that space and it's very different to everywhere else.
Well, look, I'm blown away by it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
For being our winners of our first competition. So, well done indeed.
Thank
Thanks
you
very
very
much
much
for
as well,
entering.
yeah.
Thanks for being such worthy winners. It's much appreciated.
Our absolute pleasure.
So I hope you were blown away, just like we were with these. The process has been voting for the last couple of weeks. We had a whole load of entries. We whittled those down to our top 10, and those top 10 were subject to a vote, and that is how SLG have won. And hopefully you probably think that these are worthy winners, as we do. It's an amazing space. We'll be running the competition again next year, so watch out for details if you've got an office space that you'd like to enter. So that will kick off from around sort of February time. And if you've got a home games room you want to enter our sort of domestic Games Room of the Year competition, then that'll be back, and that'll kick off sort of end of August, start of September, and it culminates by the end of November. So 2 competitions we do each year, whether you've got an office or your home games room, you can enter. We'd love to see your entry. So that's it from us for the news from Cheltenham. We'll catch you next time.